Professor Koukamp, thank you for the kind introduction. Professor Peterson, special guest, and then very specifically the graduates of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to first start off by thanking the university for inviting me to be here today. After many years, it's actually a great feeling to be back on the boat, as we used to call it, so thank you for that invitation. A specific word to the 2018 graduates. Congratulations with your achievements. I do know that it is hard work, that you had to study long hours, and that sometimes it takes an unfair slice of your social time as well, but it was all worth it. You are now part of an exclusive group, a group of only 5% of South African citizens who hold a degree. So congratulations to you, your support teams, your family, and your friends. Well done. We are proud of you. Now, exactly 40 years ago, I sat in the Kalihiman wall here, waiting to receive my bachelor's degree. A year later, after doing an honors degree, I was confident, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to start life, to earn my first salary, and to become independent. I landed a good job at a copper mine in the north of the country, and I was very excited to start my career. Little did I know that the very next week I would receive a call from that mine to tell me I do not have the job anymore. So I lost my first job before I started to work, and that was quite a difficult thing to stomach at the time. But today, 40 years later, when I look back over my career, maybe that was maybe the best thing that could have happened to me. I'm sure that all of you as young graduates also have big dreams, hopes, aspirations for the future. But unfortunately, no one of us know what the future will hold. I will not attempt to give you a lecture. I think you had enough of that during your studies at university. I'd prefer to give you 5 or 6 thoughts, maybe something to chew on whilst you build your career going forward. The first one is work hard. Plain and simple, work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. Personally, I know nobody who's extremely successful and lazy. If you want to make progress, if you want to excel, you need to differentiate yourself from the average people around you. And hard work does not necessarily refer to long hours. It also refers to staying power, the ability to push through during difficult times and to get the job done effectively. It is not the hours that you work, but what you achieve during those hours. It is also applicable to studying. Your degree and your newly acquired knowledge and skills will be an ideal stepping stone. But remember, you still need to do the climbing yourself. You cannot get to the top by sitting on your bottom. Now, Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So go out and create the future that you are dreaming about. Secondly, learn fast, adapt quickly, and don't stay behind. You've learned a lot during the last 3, 4, 5 years at university, but I'm convinced that you will even learn more in the next year in employment for those who are not employed yet. And I think the most valuable, useful attribute that you gained at university is not the specific skills and knowledge, but your ability to learn, the ability to contextualize information and use it. The university exposure and your newly acquired skills should be used as a blueprint and a solid foundation to build the future that you envisage. Pace is fast. You don't need to stay behind. You will make mistakes. You will be disappointed, but that is okay, as long as you adapt and go forward. Life is not on how high you climb, how fast you run, but it's actually how well you bounce. Thirdly, very important, Avoid negative energy. Do not generate it and do not accommodate it. The world is not short of negative people, those people who see the glass always half empty, those people who see the next drought in the first ray of sunlight after the rain. Negativity limits your ability to identify opportunities. It limits your potential for success, and it drains energy. Avoid it at all times, and it will improve your chances to succeed. To be positive does not mean that you do not need to agree or that you must agree with everything around you. You need to challenge the system. You need to take action. You need to be the catalyst, but do it in a positive way. Sir Winston Churchill said, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Fourthly, consider to become an employer rather than employee. What South Africa needs is job opportunities. We need to get more people to participate in the economy. We need to give the unemployed hope. We cannot expect growth, stability, prosperity, and peace in our country if almost 30% of the people who want to work do not find a job. Small, medium enterprises can make a big difference. Not all people can be an entrepreneur, but if you have that urgency in you, that voice to say, I want to do my own thing, I dare you to try it, take the risk. It is better to take risk earlier in life than later. And then, almost done, remember that your good name is much, much more worth than a quick $1 million. Fraud, self-enrichment, and the lack of ethical behavior plagued our country over the recent past, both in the public and the private sector. This has robbed the country of much-needed economic growth that could have created many jobs benefiting the broader society. You, as graduates, will be the future leaders. You will have to lead by example. You must assist to embed a new value culture in the broader society to regain confidence in the political and the business leadership. Our country has enough to meet all our need, but not all our greed. Avoid temptations to make shortcuts and take shortcuts to make a quick buck. Never compromise your values and your good name, because once lost, you can never get it back. For me, it's simple. If you make money without adding value, you are busy stealing. So stay true to your moral compass. And then to conclude, maintain balance and enjoy life. Work hard, but make time to enjoy life. Make time for family, for friends, and for yourself. The singer and the songwriter Passenger has this one song where he sings, life is for the living, so live it, or you are better off dead. Work hard, learn fast, stay positive, don't take shortcuts, and keep a balance. Live life, enjoy it, and make it more enjoyable for all those around you. I wish each one of you a very successful, enjoyable, and fulfilling career. Tsamaya handle, mooi loop. God bless. I thank you.